What do you think makes the perfect snack?
It's gotta be when I'm really craving it and it's convenient.
Could you be more specific?
When it's cravenient.
Okay.
Like a freshly baked cookie made with real butter, available right down the street at AM/PM, or a savory breakfast sandwich I can grab in just a second at AM/PM.
I'm seeing a pattern here.
Well, yeah, we're talking about what I crave.
Which is anything from AM/PM.
What more could you want?
Stop by AM/PM where the snacks and drinks are perfectly craveable and convenient. That's Cravenience. AM/PM, too much good stuff.
Hello, podcast world. Welcome to my channel. It is 3/19/2021 at 10:51 a.m. Welcome to my channel. Today, we're going to talk about the richest African American male in America. And you know who that is? Yeezy, baby. Kanye. Can you believe it? That according to Forbes, he's worth $6.6 billion. And $3.6 billion of that is, you guessed it, his Yeezy brand. And I heard it on the radio the other day, and shout out to Lady B. It just took me by surprise when she was talking about it. And I was like, oh my God. And, you know, it's crazy because, like, she said he's worth like 120 million liquid. So that's like saying that in his bank account, in a vault somewhere in his money bin, there's $120 million that he can spend, that he doesn't have to talk to anyone about going about and spending or whatever, because it's his money. Now, on the other hand, the 3.6 billion is tied up in the brand, the Yeezy brand, the shoes, you know, and everything else. And then there's like another billion, to make sure you understand, B with the billion, in other deals and assets. So, you know, that's crazy. Like, and I was like, man, that's actually 6.6 billion or whatever. Now that's rich, and you know, that's still kind of like on the low end of the B's, you know, because you look at it like, let's say if the richest man in the world or in America or whatever, let's say Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos, and let's say they're pushing like 50 billion or 60 billion or 70 billion, you know, that's like a tenth of what they're pushing out. So when it comes down to it, you just got to realize that it doesn't take much to be at the top. It doesn't take much to be on the Forbes list. All you got to do is be making have a certain amount of money, and you're in there. And when you do, you can definitely have status. You can definitely have your own brand. You could definitely have all of these things and be considered one of the richest. And that goes back to, you know, the milestones in life where people are going from thousands to millions to, you know, and adding a zero here and there. And now there's so many people out there that are able to get deals to make $1 billion, you know. And it's weird because Jordan's been around for a while, so it kind of makes you wonder, like, where is he at with his brand and the Forbes list, and, you know, cashing out in the billions. So I don't know, it just makes you want to be like, think about owning whatever it is, all your rights, all your publishing, like everything that's going to bring you the money, the royalties and all of that. Make sure that you own that. Make sure it's yours. Make sure that when you do a contract, make sure that it's the right deal for you, because you never know where it's going to take you in a short period of time. Now, some people have a problem with that. You know, I look at Kanye as like a chess master. You know, he came in the game strong, producing and rapping, and, you know, all of this. And I was a strong when the College Dropout album came. I was in college and questioning you know, my college lifestyle, and was it about it's always about the money. When you go into college or whatever, you're going for whatever career path that you're choosing, but in that career path, you want to be successful, you want to be financially stable, you want to be rich, you want to be paid, you want to be well off, you want to be at least making 6 figures a year, because you want to live in a nice house and have nice cars and have nice things. So these are, regardless of what education they speak on, and in the college dropout, he was always talking about degrees, and those degrees are worthless if they're not put in play to cash out. So I know plenty of people that go to school, get their degree, and have to chase after their master's and their PhD and whatever, and still, due to the employment field that they're chasing after, some people think you get your degree and you come in at top. No, you get your degree, you still might end up at McDonald's. You get your degree, you might still end up in the mailroom or something, trying to, like the movie Senseless with Marlon Wayans or whatever. You might not be Smythe Bates material. You might have to start to work your way up to, instead of coming in as a junior analyst. So these are the things you got to consider. And just think of it like this: if you get to the point where your name is a brand, your name is strong enough, then yeah, they're gonna want you. Businesses will want you. Companies will want you. They're gonna want to do cologne, shoes, shirt. They want that. They want to be like, oh yeah, like me, Terrence Grundy the Great. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get out there. You got to put yourself out there. So every time you're thinking about what I'm gonna do, just keep pushing for the success that you feel that you're deserved. Hard work definitely pays off, because you can't say that Kanye hasn't been through some things. I mean, some people look at it and they'll slide in the Illuminati factor or the craziness he was doing at the award shows with the Taylor Swift and Beyonce statement. And then you also have the more recent scandal or whatever with him and Trump being a strong Trump supporter, so it's kind of like crazy, make America great again, where we're headed, you don't need roads. That's the way I feel about it. I feel like we headed to the sky, because use all the resources that you can get your hands on, because some of those resources are coming to an end. You never know what the future may hold. Look at us now. A year ago, in 2020, maybe even at the end of 2019, whatever officially, I just know for officially that the coronavirus popped off in March and everything started shutting down, and we're still feeling the effects. We're still feeling the mask wearing and the I can't breathe and the Black Lives Matter, and like everything, every chain reaction that there is, it's something that's happening or whatever. And no matter what happens after that turning point, that's the thing that is definitely going to get remembered and held on to. Because every time I've ever watched 28 Days Later or a contamination movie or anything that was like Resident Evil, the T-virus, that right there has always, I'm gonna say haunted me, but I've held on to it, and it is one of okay, I don't want to say top 5 or 3 or whatever, but it's like one of the main concerns of how we're all going to go. So a lot of people say it's either going to be some sort of virus is going to wipe us out. It's going to come from the stars. It's going to be like a meteor or asteroid or whatever, going to hit the, like Armageddon, the movie, Bruce Willis, and meteor. Then some people say that you see the movie Core, the Earth itself is just going to, quit on us like a used up car, like there's mileage on it, eventually all the resources that we have, you can look at it like Krypton or whatever with the Superman. Like, they knew they knew that the planet was coming to an end, so that's why they sent Superman Kal-El to the planet Earth or whatever. And the only reason that Superman has the powers that he has is because he's radiated by our yellow sun. So just imagine that you're the last survivor of Earth, and they send you off to some planet somewhere that's planet M status or whatever, or let's say we're planet M status or whatever. You send you off somewhere that's planet Z, and they have like a blue sun, and because of their blue sun, you're able to have powers like Superman. Just think about it. So at the end of the day, for me, I love Superman, but to be honest with you, it's his character that makes him a superhero, and it's the fact that, hey, at the end of the day, he's still an illegal alien, literally. So there's sometimes where the storyline of him and Lex Luthor start off as friends. They're friends, but it's like Clark Kent and Lex Luthor are friends. Lex Luthor sees Superman as an alien threat, which he's rightful to be, because in the multiverse or whatever, there are worlds where Superman is like considers himself a god, and he's running the planet and killing people. He's the bad guy. So, I mean, in the end, there's also times in the comics where Superman has been mind controlled, and Batman has to come in and take him down or whatever. So you can't always look at it like, one way. Kind of going off topic here, but, I always feel like there's a solution. And that's what the comics are for. That's what the movies are for. That's what That's what I feel like. It's like a Saturday morning cartoon or TV show, or whatever, special, or like when they had certain shows out like Family Matters and stuff. There was always a lesson to be learned, or Animaniacs. Well, not necessarily Animaniacs, but. A lot of I be using King of the Hill. I used to watch a lot of King of the Hill. A lot of lessons learned on King of the Hill. So I feel like if they're already laid it out for you, then and other than that, like I say, those are some of the ways that the world comes to an end. Like some people say, cyborgs and robots, like the Terminator situation. So it's up there. I'm looking forward to the Falcon and Winter Soldier series. Shout out to Disney Plus. I'm definitely going to tune into that, which is like, Disney is a beast. They're a powerhouse. Linking up with Disney is always, if you could get a good deal out of Disney, then even like my guy, One Call Away, Marcus Weaver or whatever, The Lion King, Young Simba, his royalties, he's paid for life, and it was basically, I listened to his story, and thank God for his mother who helped him get the deal, which was originally just a straight out $2 million. And always think about the future, but thanks to his mom, she was like, no, we want royalties, we want publishing rights, we want every time that somebody play this song or sing it or whatever the case is, we want to get paid forever. And if you could get a deal to where you get paid forever, even if like you're making regular people money, you still rich, because you know that the check is always going to be coming. Because I watch Lion King all the time. I still watch Lion King. I might watch Lion King today, and due to that fact, you know that you're going to get paid. So shoes, you got some nice shoes out there. The contracts will always be in play. Someone is going to always want some Jordans, some Yeezys, some Weezys, some Heezys, off the cheesy, Feezys, whatever. Someone's always going to want that. It's like, Like I tell people all the time, there are certain businesses or whatever, like hair is good business. If you do hair, ladies, hey, you're gonna get paid. You're gonna make your money back for the time that you put in it. Guys, if you're gonna start cutting hair and barbershopping, you're gonna get paid. You know, that's you know, it's a road to the top, and if you're ready to travel that road that's not taken, then let me know. All right. I just wanted to say that, hey, congratulations, Kanye. I'm not a hater. $6.6 billion. Hey, setting some records. Just kind of chill out on the Make America Great Again situation and come back to us, man. You know, some people say they stop messing with you. Keep producing, keep making hits, keep making people send, like, you know, for everyone who's at the top, like they said, reach back. You know, each one, reach one, teach one, whatever the phrase is. So I'll see y'all at the top. Thank y'all for tuning in. This has been your boy Terrence Grundy the Great. Already. Peace. Hello, YouTube world. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I drop hot content like this, and stay tuned for the next video.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.